And with Zelenskyy thousands of kilometers away at the G7, back in Ukraine, the head of Russia's Wagner mercenary group has claimed a breakthrough on the battlefield. Yevgeny Prigozhin claims in this video that his forces have fully captured the eastern city of Bakhmut. Ukraine's military has been quick to deny the ruined city has fallen. Kyiv says its troops are still defending their positions. For more on this, our correspondent Matthias Böhlinger joins us now from Kyiv. Matthias, what should we make of Prigozhin's claims?
It's hard to say now at the moment what the situation is, but we are really talking about a few streets that were left under Ukrainian control yesterday or until recently. It's precisely these streets where the Ukrainian military says that fights are still going on, that they would put up resistance, but that the situation was critical. So it's very hard to say what's the exact situation on the ground. But it's not unlikely that by the end of the day or this weekend, Wagner will have full control over the city if they don't have it yet. It's also possible, of course, that the Ukrainians can hold on further. This could be fights that keep the Russians in check in order to retreat, or it could be an attempt to keep them there. It's hard to say. But it's clear that Wagner has really advanced until a very, very small patch of the city.
And what's the significance if it does take all of Bakhmut? Does it change the strategic situation?
It changes maybe the situation on the ground for the Russian troops, because it would be their first success in many months, and that's of course something that's also significant in a war. But Bakhmut is not the strategic place that it has been sometimes made of in the discussion. It is a place that sits at a crossroads. Russia would need to take it if it wants to advance further, but it's also not that the roads are open for them to advance as they please if they just control this town. It's more of a symbolic victory, because remember, this fight around the city has been going on for many, many months, and it's been the most heavy, the hotspot of the war for many, many months. So it would certainly be a symbolic victory.
Okay, Matthias Böhlinger in Kyiv. Thanks for that insight.
Russian artillery pounding Bakhmut, as filmed by a Ukrainian drone. The Russians have spared neither troops nor ammunition in trying to take Bakhmut. After 10 months of grueling urban combat, they control around 90% of the city. The last pocket of resistance is being pummeled remorselessly. Outside Bakhmut, a Ukrainian mortar team is returning fire.
The fire was intense this week. Our forces pushed forward a little, but stopped near the canal. It's hard to push them out of there, but it's fine. We're working. It's good that they can't find us. We fire at them, and they return fire without hitting us.
Despite its superior firepower, these soldiers know that Russia is not having it all its own way. In recent days, Ukrainian infantry have been advancing on both flanks. Bodycam footage filmed by Ukrainian soldiers shows them clearing trenches with hand grenades in the shredded forest around Bakhmut. This close-quarters fighting has eased the Russian grip on the city. But it's not yet clear whether Ukraine's long-awaited spring offensive will be enough to end Russia's efforts to take Bakhmut.